To start off, we're going to start with our flower ball, and we need to cut that pattern. You should have a flower center pattern for it, going over the black piece of crepe paper. That crepe paper needs to have its grain going up and down, the same way that it is shown on the pattern itself. So we'll just take the pattern and cut it. Cut the paper around the pattern. It doesn't have to be perfect because it will be wrapped up around the ball and the stem anyway. So we're going to take that paper and very gently stretch it around the middle. This will allow it to wrap up pretty nicely around the flower center ball. Just very gently. The black paper is pretty resilient, but it does have its limit. So all we want is just to kind of be curved a little bit so we can put it around the ball. I'm going to take a little bit of the white glue and dab it on the top. Take the piece of paper and just kind of press it against the glued area of the ball. So it will be pretty slippery. It does take a little bit to dry, but I'm going to continue applying a little bit of glue around the ball to secure it as I'm folding it downwards around to kind of the other center of the other side of the ball. I am again gently stretching it so that it is wrapping around the ball. And I want these guys to kind of stick to itself. Now, once I have the paper secured to the ball, I'm going to take the stem and at about the middle of the blank side, I'm going to push a hole into it. Hold your finger on the other side where the wire is going to almost poke through, and once you feel it stop, that will ensure that it's not breaking through to the other side of the ball. I'm just creating a little bit of room for the glue, the white glue that I'm going to then stick into the hole and kind of wrap it around. I dip my stem into some of that glue so that when I put it in, it's dragging the glue into it so that it will hold tightly once it dries. Final bit is wrapping the paper gently, especially if it's still wet, around the stem. I'm kind of folding it over on itself. Oops, see, ripped it. If it rips, it's not too big of a deal. It can always be covered with Sharpie or something along those lines. Plus we'll have the petals, especially covering the bottom of the center of the flower. And then I'm going to let it dry.